All right, we're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. The O&A virus spreading across America. Very, very busy day today. People are trying to figure out that Japanese audio. We got scary news teases. We got hot chicks getting tasered. And Jeff Daniels. Where do you fit into this, Jeff?
I don't know. Somewhere between the hot chicks and the taser.
All right, that's not a bad place to be, right?
That's a very good place to be.
We have not spoken to you since the collapse of your Tigers.
Oh, my God. You were
We were rooting very hard for them, too.
I heard you on Ron and Fez, and they were talking to you about it was pretty much destiny at that point. It was a done deal.
I think they were serious Yankees fans, too, so I was able to fling it back their direction. But... no, we look, we weren't supposed to do anything this year, and we get to the World Series, and as our...
Oh, that doesn't work.
Oh, boy.
No, but as our closer Todd
boy.
Jones said, and this will have to pass for profound.
Yeah.
You have to get to the World Series to lose it. So that's what we're clinging to right now.
Yeah, I said some similar stuff about my Mets, so you find a little thing. That...
we're a young team, and we got to the World Series and played young. I know when I was 23 years old, standing on the mound of the World Series was not... that was not something I was prepared to do. So.
Who's it? Leland is the guy for them?
Yeah, manager Jim Leland, yeah.
But everyone just thought it was a given. I mean, it was God's given destiny.
All the Nationals thought it was a given. Those of us who've been around, we have seen them play really badly, and so we were kind of going, man, I hope they don't, play like they're 12 years old, and they did. I mean, my God, it's just... it's whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to be good for a long time. That's after 19 years of completely sucking. This is a wonderful time.
So you're hoping to have a second-place dynasty for many years to come? Is that what you're...
We're hoping to improve upon that, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
They want to be the Bills of baseball.
No.
Yeah.
We were pulling for them because we're not on in St. Louis on terrestrial.
Yeah.
XM in St. Louis.
Yeah, at least we're honest. That's the only reason, We're trying to get in with the fans of Detroit.
We're sucking up to Detroit.
So we were like, go Tigers every day.
And plus the dirty Yankees. I was a Yankee fan my whole life and no longer a Yankee fan, so I was very happy that
Now, why is that?
I met a bunch of them. I didn't like any of them. None of them were nice to me, except for Jason Johnby, who I like very much. Jeter was an absolute creep. It broke my heart. Even Ron Guidry wasn't very pleasant. None of them were nice, except for.
So it's completely based on the fact of how they relate to you.
To him personally,
very
yes.
rarely would that be the case.
How Derek Jeter treated Jimmy Norton at a charity event that Jeter has been involved with since his rookie year, where he's given millions of dollars to underprivileged children. He didn't treat Jimmy good, so he's a scumbag.
No.
He wouldn't take a picture with Jimmy is what it comes down to.
He wouldn't take a picture.
One lousy picture. So, Jeff, you better take a picture with Jimmy after this interview.
Oh, or he will trap you for years to come.
Or,
he holds a grudge like the JDL.
You could be holding an Oscar in your hand, and he's going to say you stink.
No. Here's what happened. I acknowledge Jeter, greatest Yankee second baseman in history, first ballot Hall of Famer. He's the captain of the team. As a player, he's amazing. I don't like him as a guy. I got a photo with him. I wanted him to sign it. 3 times I presented it to him to sign. I've signed photos of myself with fans before, and he wouldn't sign it, and he blew me off because I wasn't a chick. And he did the same thing for chicks that I was asking him to do.
Did he say it's because you're not a chick that I'm blowing you off? No, he didn't need to.
I would have respected him, at least if he was honest. Don't give me the slap. In a minute, buddy. And then, I'm not your buddy. I was your buddy, you'd sign it. Really hurt me. 38 years old.
I see.
And a younger, half-black, half-white boy hurt me.
He really did hurt you.
Struck a chord.
Jeff, he's a little bit obsessive with his celebrity photos. Just a little bit.
I love Jeter. I loved him since before he was a rookie. I remember them talking about this kid, Derek Jeter, before they brought him up.
Maybe the problem was you were hanging outside the men's room during the whole event. Because you figured out that everybody, no matter if you're just a regular schmo or someone really famous, you got to take a leak.
That's where I hung outside the men's room.
He hung outside the men's room and got the guys coming out of the bathroom.
Me and creepy Roland. And I know Roland's whole demeanor just creeped everybody out. And Tino Martinez wasn't nice. None of them were nice to me.
A-Rod?
He was not there. I'm sure he wouldn't have been. How could he be nice? He wasn't. He wasn't there.
So now a guy who wasn't even there.
Yeah.
I've heard bad things about you. I've heard bad things about him.
You know who Jimmy does like, though? Randy Johnson.
That's right, because Randy Johnson took that picture, didn't he, Jimmy?
Walking down 57th Street, we're in a diner with one of the Dallas Cowboys, and I'm such a fathead. He sees Randy Johnson just lumbering by you never should see a human head at the height we were at, and you see that stupid choking in the playoff giraffe head go by, and Ope goes, it's Randy Johnson. So we tell Tyson Walters, the Cowboy that we're hanging out with, I run out, and Ope's a good friend. He follows me out with the camera.
No, I used to be a good friend. I used to be camera guy. I used to be camera guy for the photos. I couldn't take it anymore, so we passed that job on to Roland.
Right. He was camera guy.
But I was camera guy during this one.
And on 57th Street, I caught up with Randy. I'm like, Randy, I'm a big Yankee fan. Can I get a picture? And he goes, no, thank you. And he just leaves me there.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
That's an odd answer.
What a jackass. No, thank you. Like I offered him something he didn't have. Like perhaps some gumption in the postseason. Would you care for a little gumption in the postseason?
So I took a lot of pictures of Randy Johnson's ass for Jimmy, because that's all I could get. Because I was in a panic, like, what do I do as the cameraman? I got to get a picture of Jimmy and Randy Johnson somehow in the same frame.
Yeah, we put it up somewhere. It was just a picture of me heartbroken with him walking across the street, just towering.
Something tells me it's your approach.
Yeah,
it's the attack dog approach. I mean, we do live in an era. I mean, as a celebrity of sorts, we do kind of, whoa, who's coming at me, and is he packing?
But I was very, I was like, I'm very few people have ever turned me down, because I usually go, can I just get a picture of us real quick? Like, I always had the camera ready, and I've taken enough photos, again, not Yankee status, but I've taken enough fan photos to know what drives me nuts and what's quick and let's go. And when people with their fat chicks with the camera phones, then I want to stab them. But when a guy goes, can I get a picture, and he's got the camera, and then you go, I never have a problem with that. And if a guy ever asked me to sign a photo of me and him, I'd never have a problem with
Now, one of his favorites, Bob De Niro.
He turned me down, but he was nice about it. He's like, if I take one, a lot of people will ask.
But I think it was...
Why is that nice?
Because he was being honest and he was being truthful.
I've said that. I take one, I take 20. So no.
Yeah, sometimes, and it was an event where you were told not to bring cameras, and of course I
and he brought one, so he broke the rules. And his approach has to be the worst approach to a celebrity ever.
All right, I granted this was at Billy Crystal's premiere for 700 Sundays. I have the same.
Man, the names that are being dropped.
But no.
Yeah.
Here's why.
It's just amazing, isn't it? Some cowboy I've never heard of, and now we're at Billy Crystal. Go ahead.
Billy Crystal was really rude to me that night.
Of course.
These are not name drops, because none of these people care about me. Tyson Walters got cut, and Billy Crystal was really mean to me. So I don't know any of these people as an equal, and none of them ever recognized me. And I asked De Niro, I tapped his arm. And
we're touching a celebrity now.
Him and his wife were walking up to Billy, and I tapped him, and he turned around, and I go, Bob? And I go, I swear to God.
I'm touching Bob.
Bob. I called him Bob because I figured that all his friends call him Bob, and he wouldn't realize that we've never met. He's so famous.
Thought this out.
And he was very nice. He wasn't a dick. I know when someone's being a dick, and he wasn't. What was I going to do, argue? And then I was bummed out, and I met Yogi Berra. I got a picture with him and didn't care.
Now, you're a very recognizable guy.
Extremely.
Yeah. So what about that? Autographs, pictures. You get that a lot? But you're also from kind of a small town, though.
Yeah, I mean, they tend to leave me alone. I mean, they know why I'm there, which is not to do that. So, but you know, there are things you do. You don't make eye contact with people who call you by your first name as if they're your friend.
Yeah.
You don't make eye contact. You just keep going. You go, hey, how are you? And you don't stop walking. You keep going. And can I get a picture? Yeah. And you keep walking.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
It's a picture on the run. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Snap away.
The other good one is, I had one guy, it's the restaurant story, that everybody goes through, celebrities go through, which is you're in the the spoon is halfway up from the soup. And the guy sticks his cell phone in my ear and goes, say something funny to my girlfriend.
Oh, well.
And I took the phone and I said, I knew your boyfriend when he was gay. And then I just handed it back to him. And he was, shall we say, upset.
Really?
Yeah. And didn't care.
Oh,
didn't care.
You know something? I could think of
funny.
A couple of more things that really would have upset her.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's a disgusting thing to bother a guy while he's eating like that. Like that would. I've had guys do that to me. It's very irritating, and I would never do that to another. I would never bother. If I saw you in public, I would want to meet you because I think you're great. But I would never bother you while you're eating food ever. Or while you're holding a baby. I would never bother you while you're holding a kid either.
But
No, I saw Heidi Klum and Seal, and I wanted to go grab to her.
Seal.
Yeah, walking, and I just wanted to say to her, has your father seen this? But no, but I wanted to get. No, I wanted to get a.
Oh my God.
I wanted to get a picture, obviously, but
Awful
they
human.
were carrying a kid, and it's like, then you don't bother somebody that have little babies. So, I mean, I have limits. I'm not a maniac.
You know, Derek Jeter's not a second baseman, right?
Oh, did I say second baseman? I was just nervous. He's a shortstop. I was nervous talking to you.
Okay, because they will not leave that
all right,
on
I
the
made a
instant
mistake.
feedback and phone calls.
I know what he does. He's a shortstop. I just said it as a speech mistake.
Don't worry about it.
I know where he does. I don't think he's a center fielder.
How often you go to Hollywood, make movies, go to California a lot, L.A.?
Not a lot. No.
Not a lot?
No. I mean, I when I was
Canada? All
through it's a lot of Canada, but it's a lot of through the 90s, you know, when I was going out for meetings and stuff quite a bit. I was famous, I guess, in Michigan for I'd take the 9 o'clock plane out of Detroit, fly in, land at noon L.A. time, rent a car, do the meeting at 3, see a friend, and then get on the red eye back home. I never took my coat off.
Really?
I just didn't, you know, it's you know, a nice place for some people, but I just didn't want to be there.
You just like Michigan.
It's home. You know,
Awesome.
it's home, and it's been great for the kids, and that's where we decided to raise the kids. And if you want me for a movie, call me. I'll come to you, but, you know, don't make me live out there.
Do people figure out, like, where you live and just go there for that purpose to snap a picture? Or...
Yeah, we get the parade of people going by.
Looky-loos past the house.
I'm just a monkey in a cage, and there I am out, you know, raking leaves or something.
Look, he's doing housework.
Yeah.
That is so odd, man.
Grandmother, she's about to die.
Yeah,
she's at the gate. She's at the gate out by the driveway. Yeah. So you go out and say hello to Grandma, or you don't. No, let her die. You know.
Well, they hand you the cell phone, and you get to smell their stupid breath in their cell phone. That's the most disgusting thing when they hand you a phone.
Well, it's the cell phone people that don't know how to work it, too. Can I get just a, you know, and it's 30 seconds, it's a minute and a half, and we still haven't figured out how to use it.
It's like you have a camera ready and be quick and shut up. I like your stuff and shut your mouth and go. That's why celebrities don't take pictures, because people do stuff like the guys eating soup.
They ruin it.
They wreck it for the rest of us who are true sociopaths.
With their half a pixel camera phone.
And their girlfriend's taking it. She doesn't know how to work it. She's dumb. Well, so are you, stupid. So are you for dating her and not having a digital.
Hey,
hope I don't get yelled at for making fun of digital cameras. Are they sponsors too?
Jeff is here promoting an evening with Jeff Daniels, by the way. You go to jeffdaniels.com for the tour dates, but the next one is what, tonight? South Orange Performing Arts Center.
Yes, tonight, and then there's tomorrow night is in the Pollock Theater in West Long Branch, New Jersey. Geez, you're doing stuff all over. Somerville, Sellersville, Pennsylvania on Sunday. You got a gig every night, man.
There's 4 straight this weekend, Birdland in New York on Monday, but you know the website. I've got this CD, got another CD coming out on November 20th, and the proceeds go to help this theater company I have in Michigan. So I'm very aware that the last thing the world needs is another actor, singer, songwriter. But
what do you like to do better, act or perform?
Well, the acting thing is
great.
Guitar. Between action and cut, you know, that's what I was trained for. That's what I went to school for and learned how to do. Was the acting thing. So between action and cut, it's great.
Right.
It's just, you know, when you're working with people who graduated cum laude from Star School, you know, that's a whole different deal. You know, and so that side of the business I could care less about.
You pick your own scripts, or you know, you're got an agent or something, because you've done something a lot of people haven't been able to do. Dumb and Dumber was a huge movie. You could have been completely just typecast into that, but you went into other roles, played some bad people.
Well, Dumb and Dumber completely confused those who cast things, because leading up to that point, there was no indication that I could be remotely funny at all. And doing Dumb and Dumber, Jim wasn't Jim yet. Jim was Ace Ventura. Mask hadn't come out yet. And so we were halfway through shooting that movie and he broke. And he couldn't have been better for me. And I was told, Jim's going to wipe you off the screen. You're with one of the great comedic minds, and he's a tornado, and look out. And I'm going, no. And Jim had said, I need an actor with me. I don't need another comedian. I need an actor with me who can make me listen, and 2 guys, and that make me react. And so he couldn't have been better and nicer about, the setups. I mean, as you guys know from comedy, no punchline if you don't have a setup. And Jim worked as hard on the setups as he did on the punchline.
You're downplaying it. You held your own, man.
Well, yeah,
you
and I had
completely held your own.
I had scenes that, when the agent said, "It's Jeff, it's a bad move. You're going to get, killed." And I'm going, well, wait a minute. I'm on the toilet by myself, snowball in the head by myself, the tongue on the pole by myself. Unless they cut the scenes out of the movie, I've at least got 3 where I'm, can excel, and then the other stuff's with Jim. And then smartly, I just said, you know what? Jim is going to do what Jim's going to do, and you want that. I want that. Mm-hmm. So I made the character that I played the follower. Make Jim the leader, make me the follower, and not try to compete with him. Just kind of try to follow along like the dog behind him, And
did you get a lot of offers though, like to do a bunch of goofy movies, like bad scripts that are just like, hey, he did so well in this, let's cast him in this goofy movie?
A few, but I gambled, and it worked well because there had been a lot of dramas and stuff before that. And Clint was a great example. I did a movie called Bloodwork with Clint, which is basically, Dirty Harry at 72 pretty much. But who better than Clint? But Clint said, if you can do Dumb and Dumber and you can do some of the other stuff you've done before that, you can do this.
It's a great Clint impression, man. Wow.
Oh. No, it wasn't. I can do better.
Well, he's got his guitar.
The line right before he shot in Bloodwork, which was, by the way, a great honor. To be shot and killed by
Clint Eastwood.
Come on.
It's a long line of
as you're going to have with Clint.
It's really a long line of people.
Oh, and he said, and he's on the set, and he's got this routine he does with his crew, and he says, how many people have I killed? About 5,000, sir. Make it 5,001. And it's you.
Yeah,
it's you.
God, you got to wonder if he keeps count.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, little notch in his
I even had my own little line right before he killed me, which was, "I never liked you, buddy," which I thought was pretty great. And then he blew me away.
Yeah,
that's nice to be killed by Clint Eastwood.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll take that in real life.
Well, let's get a song out of Jeff. You want to play it?
Yeah. Well, there's
morning?
one. There's that one. I'll play a piece of that one. It's called the Dirty Harry Blues. It was about getting shot and killed by Clint. Well, I've had more than my share of brushes with greatness, but with all humility, I would have to rate this as the biggest of the big, the best of them all. Oh, my dream came true with a little telephone call. On the end of my line, no joking, was the good, the bad, the ugly, the king of the unspoken. Make my day, blow me away, goddamn Dirty Harry Blues. He said, got this little project, got this little part about a serial killer with a cold heart. I said, Mr. Eastwood, I'd be so honored to play a bad guy. The only thing that'd make it better would be if I got to die. He said, well, if I had to guess off the top of my head, when all's said and done, one of us is gonna be dead. Make my day, blow me away, goddamn Dirty Harry Blue. 30-30, 44, pull that trigger, Clint, give me what for. I'm a wanted man, dead or alive. I don't give a damn if it was 6 shots or 5. Well, he's been around forever, but he's still number one. Hell, there ain't nobody better at holding a gun. And I thought about his movies, how you always learn your lesson, staring down the barrel of Clint's Smith & Wesson. And now that golden door of opportunity has been flung wide open for little old me. Make my day, roll me away, goddamn Dirty Harry Blues. Well, the closer we got to my fateful day, well, the more he'd stare and the less he'd say. I thought this is only a movie, right? But I couldn't help but feel something about this was a little too real. When they put on my makeup for the very last time, even the makeup girl said, it's a good day to die. Make my day, blow me away, goddamn Dirty Harry Blues. 30-30, 44, Pull that trigger, Clint. Give me what for? I'm a wanted man, dead or alive. I don't give a damn if it was 6 shots or 5. What is up with the no talking, man? What are we doing here? A remake of Dead Man Walking? I can see the actor headlines now. Actor goes out to Hollywood, makes a movie with Clint Eastwood, and dies. Maybe I should just call my wife and kids. Say my goodbyes, right? Clint? Clint? Well, the sound man said we're rolling. Props gave him his gun. Someone yelled action. Take one. He slipped off his shades and he squinted those eyes. I tried to tell the truth, but all that came out were lies. I said my final line. Clint said his. He cocked back that hammer like he wasn't gonna miss. I want to cry like a baby. I want to squeal like a pig. I was roasting like a marshmallow at the end of his twig. I was shaking like a leaf when his upper lip curled. When he pulled that trigger, not leaving this world. I thought, wait a minute. To hell with the Oscar and the Academy. That little gold statue would be wasted on me. 'Cause my dream came true out in Hollywood when I got killed by Clint Eastwood. Make my day roll me away, goddamn Dirty Harry. Make my day roll me away, goddamn Dirty Harry. Make my day roll me away, goddamn Dirty Harry blues.
Good. Nice.
Daniels.
Clint Eastwood Blues, right?
Huh?
It's called Clint Eastwood Blues?
Dirty Harry Blues.
Dirty Harry Blues. There you go.
Very pleasing.
Huh?
Very pleasing.
Yes.
Nice original music.
An Evening with Jeff Daniels.
Dude, where's the New York gig? I would love to go to that on Monday.
Birdland.
Birdland.
44th and 8th or 7th or 8th, yeah.
Oh, that's close.
You could go to jeffdaniels.com for all the show info.
So you have like a whole thing of original music you wrote?
Yeah, a lot of songs. A song about road rage called Have a Good Life, Then Die. There's a song, because the last thing we need is another actor, singer, songwriter. So it's a disclaimer. There's a lot of Kevin Bacons and Billy Bobs and all that out there doing this, Russell and all that. And so I have a song called If William Shatner Can, I Can Too, where I just deal with it right off the bat.
Just address it?
Just address it and just go, look, I know, I get it. And, yeah.
Are any of them real? I haven't heard any of their stuff. Kevin Bacon stuff, the Bacon Brothers, and then there's...
They got gigs all over the place.
Are any of them good, though? Are they all good? Or are they
gigs.
terrible?
Well, not terrible, no. But it's kind, it's the battle of being known for one thing and then you do another, and you're just not. No, we're not going to let you do that. We're just not going to let you do that. And I think the secret for me has been not to take myself very seriously.
Right.
And to use the comedy thing, which the film career is full of. There's a lot of comedy in what I've done. So the songs incorporate comedy as well. So I'm not out there trying to write a #1 hit or be taken seriously as instantly you need to take me seriously as a musician. And I just don't. I have a lot more fun with it. It's more of a...
just having fun. You got a name. People come in and see it. Have fun watching you.
Yeah, buy a ticket or don't. Come or don't,
Takes care of a theater group that you got?
Yeah, and it's found money for the Purple Rose Theater Company. So for, the fundraising end of what I got to do in my life, that it helps.
He's giving back.
Yeah, it's just a good gig.
I hate people that give back.
I know, it makes me feel guilty. I give
nothing.
I might do a cancer benefit occasionally, just because that's a karma thing. Like, a guy will know I did this.
Well, whenever Jeter has a
might bounce some things out here.
He goes to Jeter Charities.
I can't even trash Jeter. He does do the charity. He gives a lot of money.
The guy is so charitable, it makes me sick.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
All right, listen,
guys. Mariah Carey, I'd be grateful too.
We got to take a break here. Jeff, you sticking around? You going? What do you got to do?
I can stick.
Okay, cool.
All right, we got more with Jeff Daniels. An Evening with Jeff Daniels. Go to jeffdaniels.com. For the info on where he's playing, okay?
Yes.
It's the O&A virus spreading across America. Hey, we still have lots to do on the show today. The Opie and Anthony Show. The O&A virus spreading across America. Jeff Daniels in studio. It's an Evening with Jeff Daniels. He's playing the South Orange Performing Arts Center tonight. All the concert dates are on his website, jeffdaniels.com, okay? We got Bob Saget on the phone. Jeff, do you know football?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
We do this thing every week. We do football picks. It's sponsored by Dish Network. More football for you. Better TV for all. Call 1-888-GET-DISH. It would be an honor if you did my picks this week. How's that sound?
Against the spread?
No.
No, just straight up.
Easy, straight up.
All right, I'm ready.
Can lose.
It's $10,000 up for grabs. One of the guys around here is going to win $10,000 courtesy of Dish Network. Where are the games?
Please, fan, please.
Thank you. Bears, Giants. Giants at home.
Giants are, they've got some problems injury-wise, Bears.
All right, I like that.
The Bears.
The Bears are having a great year. Saints, Steelers. Steelers at home.
Steelers are not the team they used to be, and the Saints are on a roll. New Orleans.
New Orleans Saints. Chiefs or the Dolphins? Dolphins at home.
I don't know if Joey Harrington's for real, having beaten the Bears, but I don't think he is. KC.
Oh, you're taking all the away teams.
These
You're
are
nuts.
all uneducated, lucky guesses.
Bengals, Chargers. Cincinnati Bengals at home.
Oh, well, that's a tough. I'm going to take the Chargers should win it, but I'm going to take the Bengals because they're at home and Marvin's defense.
He does know football.
Oh, yeah.
He does know football.
And we got the Redskins playing the Eagles. Eagles at home.
Eagles.
Thank you.
I think you got some good picks there. This could be your week.
I'm hoping.
He's been sucking.
Really? I mean, like,
I can go 0-8 real quickly.
I'm in third place, Anthony. There's only 4 people playing.
Yeah, 4 people playing.
Let's say hi to Bob Saget. Bob.
How you doing, Bears?
Bears.
Hello,
You like
Bob.
the Bears, too?
I don't know. I just wanted to mention that.
Hey, Bob, do you know Jeff Daniels?
How are you, Jeff?
Good, Bob.
You know, if only you had been Joey on Full House, we could have been in the movie.
I get confused with Dave Coulier all the time.
Do you really?
Oh, my God. And we're actually both from the Detroit area, and people will come up and say, you were so great on Full House, and I go, thank you very much.
I could kind of see how people would make that
Maybe a little
mistake a little bit.
A little bit?
Like the dolts that come up to people.
People get nervous. I thought Jeter played second base 5 minutes ago. It happens. People make mistakes. You see, they know who Jeff is. They just get nervous.
You ever been mistaken for somebody that's just, like, not even close?
Yeah, they tell me I look like Steve Colbert had a stroke.
Stephen Colbert.
That's not bad. I got Yaphet Kotto once.
Avocado's good. I had Odd Job one time.
Odd Job. That's good.
I whipped off a derby and I broke all the statues in the
Bond
yard.
villain.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know who that was.
Hey, Bob, you're still not cursing on 1 versus 100.
No, I have been at the breaks. Tonight is tonight's the big last of the 5, and then I'm doing 10 more. I don't think I curse, but I do touch one of the contestants internally.
Oh, now that's one to tune into.
That's what I'm saying.
That got past the censors, huh?
Yeah, we did a whole a special for charity, a pap smear episode.
Bob is very dirty when he's not doing the Full House.
Well, I saw him on the Aristocrats. I thought he was just outrageous.
He's a filth bag.
How great is the Aristocrats?
Oh, my God. It's just great.
I love that movie because it's unfiltered, man. These guys that you know from all walks of life just getting as dirty as humanly possible.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen. It's really worth watching, man.
I know. It just depresses me that all these guys I know are in a movie I'm not in. So I'm just a self-centered fool.
There's use of the word bucket like I'd never heard it before. I didn't know bucket. I asked my mom, did she want to see it? She said it wasn't her cup of poo. So she didn't want to see it.
Yeah. Hey, Jeff, I got an idea.
Yeah.
I mean, Bob, sorry. I'm looking at Jeff as I say that. Bob, for a future episode of 1 versus 100, how about you fill the 100 with O&A pests?
You know what? We actually are going to put some people that show business is not a reason to not put people in those boxes. So we're going to have, cheerleaders and nuclear physicists, and I think we should have some of you guys and some of your virus members sitting up there.
I think we should make that happen.
I can make that happen, I think, as long as I pretend I don't know any of you.
Well, I mean, no, we'll just pick some Uber fans of the Opie and Anthony show, the O&A Pest, and you want to see promotion for your stupid show, man. We'll do it.
Right.
Your great show.
It's both. That's the beauty of it.
Hey, I've gone on record. I love 1 versus 100.
No, you have done that, and I think it helps make it the great show that it could be if it wasn't so stupid. It actually is it's a fun show to watch, and I dress up in a magician's outfit, and then I feel around the Deal or No Deal models if they show up.
Yeah.
And I'm going to see you this week, Bob. I'm going to see you, actually, is it next week? I'm seeing you on Friday night in Vegas.
We are doing. We're going to have fun. Jim Norton and myself and Paula Bell and Jeff Ross are doing this 1 a.m. show at Caesars on November 17th.
Yeah, I'm coming out for that, and I'm reading a review you got, and here's why I'm mentioning it. It's a bad review, but the woman didn't like you, obviously, because you were dirty. That's it. She was probably a Full House fan.
You know,
Tina Parker.
I haven't seen a bad review in a while because I try not to, but thank God you've got it.
No, I'm not going to read. I'm going to read one part because the lines she quotes are funny lines.
Could you start with the first paragraph, though? I mean, she's got some terrific writing here.
Oh, yeah, Tina Parker. This is Ohio. She's just obviously some Midwestern boob who wanted clean
I'm
comedy.
performing. I'm in Cleveland tomorrow night, so this is probably a date from a week ago or something.
It says, wait till you hear what comes out of his mouth. You'll feel like you need a shower, or a shot of penicillin. Which is, I guess,
usually what goes into Jimmy's mouth.
She didn't like your language, but the line she quotes, you say, I was Danny Tanner. He said, that's effed up. And then, did you guys watch Full House growing up, he asked. When the members of the audience nodded their heads, he replied, fags. That's a funny line. And then
you know what it is? I violated her at the end of the night. I felt bad about that.
Dude, and then you go, John Stamos and I were gay. He said, well, he was gay. I just laid there. I think that is a really funny line, and that's why I know she didn't.
Thank you, man.
They're good jokes. She didn't like you just because you were dirty. And it's like there are people who just don't like the fact that you're dirty. They go expecting something different.
No, I know. She wants me to have a bouffant hairdo and raise children with synthesizer music in the background.
On stage. Hey, take it on the road.
To me, if you have a child and you're doing a morality play and you've got synthesizer music, you're doing porn.
Well, we know what her bad review is about, and that's all it is. It's like a phony. It's almost like she can't just come out and go, I needed to see this because I came expecting some wholesome. You know what I mean? People just can't admit that they didn't like what they heard because they wanted something clean.
Who's still seeing Bob Saget thinking they're going to get that Tanner character?
Obviously, this Ohio dope.
No one knew he was so dirty until the Aristocrats came out, except for the people in the comedy world. But
all his friends.
Us average Joes, we had no idea Bob Saget was this filthy.
His priest.
They're still figuring it out.
You're not really average Joes, though.
Well,
yeah, but you're funny, man. Oh, you did the gigs with us at Travel, and I'm not just saying this, but you did the gigs with us, and our audiences are brutal. They don't care if you're dirty or not. If you're not funny, you're going to get screamed at, and they were like loved you. You were like the star of the show every time, which was really good for me to see as one of the guys on the show. He's happy for a buddy to outshine you.
Hey, Bob. By the way, we were asking Jeff during the break. Do you watch Full House? Do you watch your stuff?
I've got a bed that vibrates, and I just lay there, and I get a little corn oil. No, I've never. I never really watch it. No, because sometimes I'll walk in on my youngest room, and I'll walk in, and I'll see that I'm in a dinosaur outfit.
Oh my God!
I will just unplug the set. I won't,
just throw something through it.
So there's no.
Daddy, you were wearing an all-black leather zip outfit. I better be the gimp in Pulp Fiction turning it off.
Hey, when you were doing, Bob, when you were doing America's Funniest Home Videos, were there like lines that you really wanted to do that you could have snuck through, but they panicked and said no to?
Yeah, and I did some. Like, if you watch the last couple of years, there was subliminal stuff. I would say things like, well, these clips are going to spew into your face before, things like, but, it was a blooper show, and I was on it 8 years, so you do the best you can, and I did it, it was a job, and I took it because I thought it was funny when I took it.
Hey, Bob, now that a lot of people are finding out that you are this dirty, has anyone approached you to do the same show, but a dirty version?
No, the weirdest thing is when people come up to me and try to get me to have sex with them, like couples and stuff. That's, like, really messed up.
Really?
So I performed last night at George Washington University, and we went out afterward for a little bit, the other guys and myself that are on the show, just Ryan Stout's the guy opening for me. And this guy comes up and goes, I loved you growing up, and then he tries to grab my head to kiss me.
Ooh.
And the bouncer, grabbed him right away, and he kissed him.
Wait, was it a mouth kiss or a cheek kiss?
He tried to do a mouth kiss with a tongue. It was like a baby bird falling out of a nest. It was not good.
Ew, why?
Wow.
Was he gay, or was he just wanted to violate you and say he did it?
He didn't look like a guy that would normally do something like this. I think it was because I was Danny Tanner that he thought that would be the way to go.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he was drunk, obviously. He was on some kind of booze that allows you to all of a sudden want a man to put his tongue in your mouth.
Was there synthesizer music playing?
There was.
In the
and I sat him
background,
down, and
as
I
in
told
sweet.
told him how wrong that is to do in a bar.
Yeah.
What a creep.
At least get you a room.
Yeah, I know. But it's really, I'm going to do Cleveland tomorrow night, and hopefully that same lady will come to the show. I mean, that's the thing. You know, someone that said all the jokes that I said are so horrific, they sound okay to me. I hope she'll probably come back. That's what they do. They come back.
Dude, those are funny lines. And, and that's the bottom. When someone's quoting lines and saying these are inappropriate and they're funny lines, it's just like, why are you writing about comedy, you dumb broad? Just stand over some laundry and kvetch with your fat neighbors. That's what you should be doing.
But Bob, it's Jeff. You must really enjoy the fact that you're known for the Full House thing. I mean, and the other shows you've done. But to walk out on stage and the shock factor in the first 10 minutes,
right?
You got to get off on that.
Yeah, it really is. It's like it's like throwing down a surfboard and just going. I just jump on it, but I'm not. And what's fun is, I just start talking like that because that's what I get like in front of a lot of people. It's not like I go, oh, this is what I'm going to open with. This is where the F-bomb should drop, you know? It's like, I just talk like I talk. And that's the most fun part. Sometimes when you're going to go filthy, you earn it, supposedly, as a performer. I can't. I don't have time. I don't have time to live, so I just hit it hard, you know?
But the fun of seeing the blood drain from the faces of those in the state of Ohio is...
But what happened? I just watched him last night on TV. It was so sweet.
It's got to be fun.
Put in gutters. It's blood pouring through the gutters. It's like Apocalypse Now. There's heads in the front row.
Yeah,
the horror.
nice.
Well, Jeff,
for you.
When you did Dumb and Dumber and you had the big bathroom scene.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, that's for the rest of your life. People say that's the funniest and most, for some, upsetting scene, but it's still one of the most hilarious because it crossed the line. Was that movie? That movie was highly received the moment it came out, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we thought 15-year-old boys would think it was great, and that's what the agents thought, and it was like, well, if that's what it is, okay, and broke into comedy in the film world. But no, we weren't prepared for the fact that it's still being laughed at by people of all ages. And that I remember that scene, the Farrelly brothers. Right before I did it, I said to Peter, this is either the beginning of my career or the end of it. He goes, no, man, it's going to be great. It's going to be, and it really was. I really, if that's on the tombstone, that's on the tombstone. It makes people laugh,
Well, you not get too graphic, but you filled the toilet with diarrhea, and then the toilet broke, so you take the lid off, putting it on top of the toilet that we know is full.
Yes.
And then you work on that. I think it was almost like a Hitchcock movie, knowing that under that lid, it was completely full.
Yes.
That, to me, is really disturbing. There's really been no maintenance of your character.
And they even cut the part later where I had unattached the toilet, and I was pouring what was in the toilet out the window down the... They cut that. The whole scene became like a one-act play.
Yeah.
That should be. Is that on the DVD? That ought to be on the DVD, man. That's funny.
Oh, that is funny.
I can't get enough of it.
All right, Bob, we gotta move on.
Yeah, they're gonna kick us out of here soon.
So Friday night the show? Let's get a plug for the show too, man. You're on every Friday night.
I'm on the 1 versus 100 is on tonight, and then we take, I don't know what they're putting on next Friday, but I'm making 10 more. That's what I'm working on now. That'll be back on the air. It's doing really well. And tomorrow night I'm at the Ohio Theater in Cleveland. And I guess that's it. And my Penguin movie is in January, which you know about.
Yeah, the Dirty Penguin movie.
Dirty Penguin, farceofthepenguins.com.
Yes.
And I'll see you next Friday in Vegas, man, for that gig at Caesars.
That'll be fun. We're gonna hang. I got 2 shows, so I'm doing one at 9:30, and then ours is at 1 in the morning. So it's gonna be nuts, man. I thank you for doing it, Jim.
It's cool. I'm going on at 2:30. In Vegas. I'm sure there won't be any drinking. It'll probably be a really great time to go on and perform some comedy. A bunch of savages just lost their life savings in a casino, staring at me.
I hope that lady's there.
Oh, her name is, she's from Ohio. Her name is Tina Parker, and she writes something called Laugh Track. And this is how you know it's going to be a quality article. Next to Laugh Track, it has some fake chatter teeth.
Oh, no.
Which is always the sign of a great comedy writer when they have fake chatter teeth by the title of their article, but to smack her face with a rock.
Why do you need the rock?
Maybe Jeff, maybe you could come too, and we could all pitch in and give her some diarrhea.
Absolutely. I'll show up with a little mason jar of brown liquid.
They'd love that. Well, thank you, guys.
All right, Bob.
See you soon, man.
Always
Thanks,
a pleasure. Bob Saget, everyone.
See you soon.
All right, 1 versus 100 tonight. I love the show. It's entertaining. All right, we're just about out of here. Jeff, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys.
Glad you came in, man. JeffDaniels.com, and then tonight in South Orange Performing Arts Center, and you can get this a gig every night. Tomorrow night he's in West Long Branch. Just go to JeffDaniels.com, and then Monday night I want to see the show at Birdland here in New York City, a 7 o'clock show, and it goes for a good cause, all the money.
And believe it or not, we're still trying to figure out what this sound is, this Japanese thing. Any guesses, Jeff?
That's just stunning.
Isn't it?
We're trying to figure out what that is.
That it passes for culture.
Yeah.
Wow. No, I have no idea.
Let me see. Someone has a guess here. Let's go to JR in Virginia. JR.
How you doing?
Hey.
Honor to speak with you guys. I'm nervous little Nelly here. But my guess is a Japanese game show where a man's ass is being forced into another man's face by way of a moving table.
Well, the Japanese are
way
wacky.
of a moving table.
But that's another wrong answer.
I don't think so.
Another wrong answer. Let's say hi to Nate in New Jersey. Nate, what's up?
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey, can I take a guess at that sound?
Please do.
I thought you wanted to say hi to Jeff there.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't know you were still taking calls for him.
Yeah, absolutely. He's still here. Go ahead.
Okay, what's up, Jeff?
How you doing?
Good, man. I'm a big fan of you.
Thank you.
I just want to know what's it like to work with Jim Carrey? Is he a douche like a lot of people say he is?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, he's.
Who are all these people that say he's a douche?
Yeah, I know.
I never
Are you in
heard
the
that.
know?
I've never heard that.
No.
No, I got to say it before. He couldn't have been more generous and nice. And to be honest, got me the job on Dumb and Dumber. He really wanted me, and I was greatly appreciative. I mean, that was my experience with him.
All right, let's
So
go.
I'll admit I was a little nervous meeting Jeff because I'm a fan, but that was the worst fan question I've ever heard. What was it like working with Jim Carrey? Oh,
Yeah.
That was just awful. Could you ask him a real question? The guy's a real
Let's
actor.
try one more here. Mark in Michigan. You're on with Jeff Daniels.
Hey, Jeff, just wanted to say you frickin' rock, and I got a guess on that, man. It's a Japanese porno flick, and that little ting-ting you hear, those are Benoit balls dropping out of someone's ass.
Yeah, how'd you
All
get
right.
it?
Great.
Wow.
Well, I guess that's how we end. I thought
That'll make it
I thought
through.
he had a question for Jeff Daniels. JeffDaniels.com for all the concert dates, okay?
And if you're in New York City tonight, I'm at the Hammerstein Ballroom, 8 o'clock show. I'm doing it with our own sweet Nathaniel and my friends Artie Fuqua and Gino, who has toured with me before. He's very funny. Tonight at the Hammerstein Ballroom.
Jimmy, I'll be there supporting you.
Thanks, sweetie.
Also, today's football picks were sponsored by Dish Network. More football for you, better TV for all. Call 1-888-GET-DISH. It's a pleasure, Jeff. Jeff Daniels, everyone.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Come by and see us again, all right?
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right. If you're not joining us over at XM, have yourself a great weekend.